Okay. Now, I'm sorry, we left off where we had just reduced those fractions. Thank you, Bella. Okay. Now, Sophia, is there anything else we can do? Or are we done?
No, you're not done.
Not done. What do I need to do?
Okay, well, I would start with negative 6m and negative 21m because they're like terms.
Negative 6m and negative 21m. Okay. And what should I do with them?
Combine them and get negative 27m.
Negative 27m. So we're combining like terms. Good. And now what?
Positive 2 and negative 2 just cancel out.
These two just cancel each other out. Nothing left to do. I just have one term as my answer, negative 27m. Everybody happy?
You didn't really do such a good job at making all that.
Okay. All right. All right, number 4. Evaluate the expression if A equals negative 3, B equals negative 1, C equals 2, D equals 6. Now this one doesn't have all the variables in it. That's fine. Okay, we're just going to plug in what we've got. But remember, just like with the quadratic formula and us doing factoring using the quadratic formula, go ahead and write parentheses so you don't mess up any of the signs. That's B plus 5 times C all over 3 minus D. Okay? Jordan, what should I put in this first one? Negative 1. How about the second?
2.
2. And then this one down here? 6. Now let's simplify. SK, what's the first thing I want to write? Okay, so I'm just going to bring down the negative 1. Is that all right? And what is positive 5 times 2? Plus 10. All over. Okay. Now let's simplify some more. Okay. SK, keep going. On the top?
Negative 1 plus 2 is
Positive
positive 9.
9.
And there's 3 minus 6 negative 3.
Over negative 3. Nice. And then what?
Well, 3 goes from the 9, there's 9, 6, 3, negative 3.
So our answer is going to be negative 3 over 1, but we don't need that. All right? Done. That's it. Why did we practice this at the beginning of the year? So that we could do things like the quadratic formula and plug it in correctly and evaluate it correctly. Okay? All right, good. Let's look at the next one. James, solve. What do we need to do here?
Well, you didn't solve it.
That's true. That's because it asked us to. All right, so keep going.
Well, what I do first
Yep.
is I subtract 2 from the left side.
Would you? I mean, you can.
That's what I would do.
But here's my thing. I think, James, it's always best to simplify, then solve. I'm not saying what you want to do is wrong, but I think we get into less trouble if we just deal with one side of the equation as much as we can, and then do stuff on both sides. Okay? Do you want to go ahead and subtract 2?
I mean, we don't
You
have
do.
to. It's fine. It's fine. We don't have to.
I'm going to go with this rule,
Okay, so you can't do anything.
right? So I'm just going to drop them
Yeah.
and get what?
R plus 6.
R plus 4 plus 2 equals 1. And now James says that's R plus 6 is equal to 1. Beautiful. Can I do anything on the left side?
Really.
Now I'm ready to solve. Now I'm ready to do things to both sides.
Subtract 6.
Subtract 6, subtract 6, and what do I get?
R equals negative 6.
Excellent. I hope the one on the exam's not that easy. But it might be. It might be. I mean, it's going to be something like that. All right? Let's look at the next one, and Kyle's going to help me. Kyle, you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Ooh, Kyle, solve. What? Just before we get started, what does this mean, Kyle?
That means absolute value.
It means absolute value. And whenever I have absolute value, I have to isolate it when I'm solving for an absolute value. So what should I do here?
First, what you're going to do is you're going to multiply both sides by 7.
Multiply both sides by 7. All right, I like that. So what do I get on the left side?
21 equals the absolute value of n.
Okay.
And since it's a positive, you're just going to bring it down to n equals 21.
N equals 21. You want to say that?
Minus 20.
Who said it? Parker J?
Because of
Minus.
It's got to be plus or minus 21. This thing is asking us a question. What can the number in here be? I know that the distance from 0 is 21. What number or numbers are 21 from 0? There are 2 of them, 21 and negative 21. Remember, whenever I have an absolute value, I've got to do both. Next question.